So, hey everybody, this is Paulo Garbanzo, your Dungeon Master for Nat 21 Adventures, and we have the Patreon Saints game tonight, right now, as a matter of fact. I am here live at... Ooh, that doesn't look live, does it? That looks weird. But that is actual real background. That is not a green screen. This is the real background of the Sherwood Forest Fair. This is their great hall. And my friends, if you ever get a chance, if you're in Texas outside of Austin, do come over and check it out. The show usually runs March, April for 8 weekends. But this year we're pushing it back as they've cleaned for COVID. So they're running from April to May. Hope to see you out there. There are safety precautions still in place, so we are as safe as possible. Come on. But right now, we're going to bring all of our players in right here. Hello, everybody. All of our players in right here. Oh, somebody's on. I can hear somebody's Twitch going on right now. So, all right. Hey, Blondie. Good to see you. Good to see you. Well, tonight we have. Oh, here we go. We have Action Cam. we have Eliza, Human Fighter. We have Traylon. Is it Traylon or Trowlin? Traylon? Trowlin, a Balrog. Not Balrog. What am I saying? Furbolg. I, by the way, am still just going to say, hey, I got my COVID shot yesterday, and I am still flipping words back around and forth.
You're still loopy.
I'm still a loopy, so everyone might gain 17 levels. We don't know. We're just maybe shoot for 20th level adventure. It's going to be awesome and epic, and then everyone will die. It'll be great. So, Charlin is joining us for the first time as a brand new Patreon Saint. We were supposed to play last month, but now we're going to play 2 games, one this week, one next week, same time, same channel. And so yes, so we're gonna. It's almost like they're gonna like move through time faster than anyone else has ever moved through time. All right, following around in clockwise fashion, we have Argrax. That's right, the Dragonborn, and we have Aguilar, the Merfolk Triton. That's right, and then we have Action Cam. Hello, Action Cam.
He's a Veldalken.
Yeah, I'm a Veldalken. What did Merfolk Triton?
What am I saying?
You've called him a Triton. You've
I'm a
called him a
Veldalken.
Merfolk. He's a Veldalken.
You know, he's
I'm a thing.
He's a thing. It's one of those deep sea animals. I don't know. We just
They live in the water, They do the
water,
slushy slashy thing.
Which is good.
We do have
he
one
always gets
Patreon.
himself lost in the water.
Right. We do have one more Patreon Saint, but they cannot make it tonight. Unfortunately, they might be able to come in right at the end of the adventure. So, fortunately, we left off last week. The party had made it back to the Prime material plane, and they actually survived their crazy, crazy adventure, having been thrust into the Underdim, and then into another plane of water. Not necessarily the plane, the elemental plane of water, but some sort of quasi-elemental plane of water. And then fighting their way back right here outside of Magecroft. They're in a small, adorable village, town, well outside of Magecroft, but in the kingdom of Magecroft. And they're on the coast. They're having a good time. It's a cute little town. They hung out at the tavern. Oh, shoot. Was it Roger's Tavern? What was the guy's name? Like Bob's Tavern. It's like,
On purpose?
I think
It was the brother of the guy we met in the water.
Yeah, he was like, no, I got to my brother's. My brother's got a great tavern. Go there. Get some food.
Go get drunk.
I'll find it. Yeah, spend your money there. They are definitely one of those villages that doesn't have a lot of outside cash. So, yes. You get to cause chaos since you're not playing, Sir David. And yeah, that's right. Now, the rules, of course, are that as Patreon Saints, you get to, of course, do all the same things you do on our regular games, which is to add those bonuses, subtractions, crits, crit failures, crit successes, all the same things. It's a new day. It's a new dawn.
And I'm feeling good.
And you're feeling good. The only difference is our Patreon Saints who are playing right here cannot affect the game they're in because they have taken mortal form right now, and they lose their demigod status by being on the Prime Material plane. So, Blamsky.
But I've got 97,000 points.
Yeah, that's great.
Right now you don't.
I like being a Jersey princess.
Oh,
Right
so
now
there
you
you
have
go.
nothing. You have nothing, sir.
That's right.
I'm not
All right.
sparkly anymore.
So you are in the beautiful little town of Vernatz.
Paul, you're muted.
You just muted yourself. You keep muting
My
yourself.
mic cord is. I'm gonna have to get a new mic cord
This
eventually.
will be
'cause
one of them shows.
That's right. No. I tapped the mic cord. It's very sensitive. It doesn't like being touched. So I'm gonna just put it right over here.
Hashtag
get
no consent.
There you go. So
I just wonder if we'll see a wild Sherwood mermaid.
maybe. I'm trying to get. If you've checked in on the shows recently, we've been shooting our live stream here in the Great Hall at Sherwood Forest, as well as some other people have been shooting their live streams. Volgamut and the what's it called?
You got
Jeremy.
this.
Jeremy's his real name, and his live stream here. He's a musician here as well, and they're making music for the live streams. And so I was like, well, why don't you just come on over? And so maybe we'll get a musician here or once or twice to do it live. We'll have to, hopefully the mic won't go out. But, well, let's see. We have to introduce our new Furblog character to these adventurers. You're in the tavern having another day. You probably took a few days of rest. The times, it's just a gorgeous little place here, and it's just so nice to go swimming. The water's getting warm again, and it's just really nice. So you've probably whiled away a few days because it's super cheap here. So you're just like, wait, 1 gold gets you like a week. You're just like,
yeah, and
oh.
Some of us have a lot of gold.
Yeah.
You know.
So you've been
Yeah,
just
I know.
like,
Me and Aguilar, we're quite stacked, and we've got stuff that we need to get sold, and we need to collect bounties from the Pathomancers.
Oh yeah,
That's
we
right.
got to clean the mushrooms.
that's right.
The scene and anemones.
Yeah, that
Anemones.
thing.
Sin enemies. Oh, and Kitty Chaos is here for adventure. Oh, yes. With their brand new subscription to the channel. That's right. All right. Well, my friends, it is rare to see another adventurer in this town. So, one, I guess I'm going to say none of you are real early risers, but that brunch time of day where it's okay to have a few glasses of drink and as you start into the early lunch period, and there walks in a fuzzy guy. Wait, let me see. Do we have your you want to share the screen? Your miniature there, and see minis. Here we go. We're gonna pop it on the screen. Bring your little guy up there. That's what we got. And
It's so adorable.
that's right. Oh. There we go. Walking into the tavern, boop, boop, seem hungry as usual, and sits down. They of course, they're ready to bring the food, bring the drink. They know that adventurers usually carry at least 1 gold piece on them at a time. So they're happy to be like, oh, yeah, absolutely. We'll do anything you want. Here, have some more food. Great. So they are ready to slightly overcharge you, or what they consider overcharging. But even still, when they're like super overcharging you, or what they feel like is super overcharging you, it's nowhere near what you would pay for in Magecroft. That you're just like, oh my God, it's like 5 silver for a beer. And here they're like, you get 5 beers for a silver. I mean, it's crazy. It is a long walk to Magecroft, though. So there you are, and It is a trattoria, which is basically long tables in a big, pretty good sized room. There are the regular fishermen. Some have come back from their morning haul, so they're ready to eat again. There's what do you do? There you are.
I have a large portion of the table occupied with all kinds of just random pieces of junk, and have started to create what looks like a Gilligan's Island version of the Iron Man suit.
Eliza
I
is
cast my
kind of
spells in a
asleep,
certain way.
somewhat she's somewhat asleep, somewhat drooling.
Like trying to rub her eyes, being like, "How much did I have to drink last night? Oh my god, I'm hungover."
Yes. That's how much you have. Yeah.
Please, someone shoot me.
Meanwhile,
Another
I'm going
drink.
up to the bar for some Dragonfire whiskey because, as a Dragonborn, it is never too early for Dragonfire whiskey.
Have a shot for me. I'm gonna.
Ugh, I gotta sleep this off.
Fantastic.
I walk in through the door looking tired and exhausted and kind of just lean myself up against the side of the wall for a moment.
All right. They welcome you in and they say, everyone is welcome here. Come on in, adventurer. Have a drink. Are you just coming in off a long trip?
You could say I've had a little bit of a walk, yes.
Well, then you must be hungry. We have the best food in town. The freshest fish just came in today.
He's not lying.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Tell you what, our friend caught a swordfish, and we are cooking it up right now. If you'd like some,
Can I have the sword?
you want the sword?
Yeah. I could use that.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Plus some gold.
We'll have to. Yeah, there you go. All right.
I'll take a seat and a dark ale.
Fine choice for pre-lunch.
I'm gonna toss the bartender a coin and be like, "Drinks on me."
He's like, you're wonderful, and you haven't started any fights. It's beautiful. I love you guys. Not like
Why,
that
are you
last
looking
group
for
of
a fight?
adventurers.
Because I'm ready to fight someone. I'm always ready to fight
Oh,
someone.
not at all. Not at all. No, you're the nicest adventurers we've had here for a while. We had a group come in last week, and they were terrible.
Good to know.
Well, as you get your fill of food and a few drinks down, the door swings open, and a rather stout human comes in. Not sea captain-y, but definitely an adventurer type. He's strong, and he looks over and looks around the room and sees you immediately, and he's like, "Ha!" He walks right up to you, and he says, "Good day, my friends. I am First Mate Brownson, and I would like to invite you to join our crew. We have a new colony forming, and we would like to bring you aboard. You look like brave adventurers. There's land to be had for everyone. That's right. Claim your stake now while it's fresh and new."
That's all fine and dandy, but how much does that pay?
My friends, new land. That's what it pays. You each get a share of the land you control. Mm-hmm.
You see my face, right? Land is not going to pay for these fine clothes that I wear. It's not paying for my drinks. It's not paying for my alcohol.
What? My friends, you own the land that you can take, and then, of course, you have people farm that land. You'll make plenty of money. Everybody wants land. Come on.
I had land once before, and that got my entire family killed.
What was it? The land made of lava? What?
No, it's called my family protected another royal family. Another family got jealous of us and decided to murder my entire family except for me.
Bah, that would never happen. Each colonist protects the other colonists. What comes around goes around. Of course, if anyone attacked you, we would all come to your defense. What do you say? And he pulls out a little writ with some contract fine print and a bunch of names on it and a bunch of lines.
I don't know. What do you say, guys? I mean, I'm up for an adventure. I don't feel like sitting in a bar all day getting drunk. And I could, really use an adventure and possibly
Free
get my
resources.
impression out on people.
What was that, my friend?
Free resources. I'm in.
They are to be had there. And you look like you're building something.
Oh yeah, it's science.
I don't know what that word is, but
Clearly.
my friends, I just
I'm
want to
putting the sword from the swordfish on what looks like a helmet, and it's connected to a wire which runs down the back.
Nice. And yes, what I love is I don't know if any of you are checking these comments here, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh.
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah. I think
and,
folks are thinking crossovers are about to happen.
Oh, snappeth.
Yeah, so well, our boat leaves soon, my friends. New adventure, a new world has just opened up to us. Protected by His Royal Majesty, King Regis Argenti, and of course, by the royal proclamations of Magecroft.
So, what do you know of this new land? How is this new and undiscovered now? What's the story behind this land?
Apparently, it was coated in some sort of magical fog that we could not see it.
Magical fog.
We don't know. It was right off of the coast the whole time, and somehow we haven't seen it. But
I actually think that's hella sus.
I mean, hey, I don't make the rules here. I am just trying to form a colony. It's
In a sense, don't shoot the messenger. Okay, got it.
my grandfather did say the stars behold an omen near Magecroft.
mm,
That's why I've come.
excellent. Well, we'll provide the transportation. You help the colony grow, and we'll all gain. Really great. And
So, what are some details of this contract here? Me and my friends Aguilar and Eliza, that I know already, we're definitely up for adventure.
I mean,
But,
you don't really need to read.
Not too overly keen on locking into unknown consequences with a contract.
You see that paper?
We like to stay freelance, if you know what I mean.
I'm gonna grab my dagger because I don't trust this guy, and I'm gonna pull out my dagger and point it at him. And I'm like, "Why are you not showing us the contract?"
I'm
Not
pretty
playing
sure.
funny games.
He's like, fine here. There are some stipulations that you should be aware of. Of course, you do have to come to the aid of the other colonists should we be attacked by any creatures outside of course, our colony. And there are some, monthly service that you'll have to kind of, join as monthly patrols around the colony. Standard colony stuff.
So essentially, we got to be the night watch.
And sometimes day watch too. Yes, of course. Now, as a new colonist, you're not in the army. Now we have a group of soldiers that are joining us as well, who are actually the professionals. But you, my friends, look strong, brave, and ready to risk it all for big gains.
Considering I'm a fighter, I do this for a living. I fight people, protect people, get paid for it. Sounds like fun. What do you guys
about
think?
the native island inhabitants?
Well, this island seems to be covered in crazy monsters, beasts, all sorts of interesting creatures that, we'd of course want to, get them out the way. You know what I'm saying?
In a sense, you want them whacked.
As much as possible, yes. To make way for
So there are bounties.
fertile farmlands and perhaps mining. There seems to be a lot of mountains there, and there could be some mines. We've only just begun, and if we get in on the ground floor, we'll of course take the most land. And I do have to say that there could be other opportunities involved. I don't know how much sailing that you all do, but there is perhaps room for some extracurricular things. There's
Define extracurricular.
well, not everyone is friendly with Magecroft. You might know this already. There is an empire far away called the Cyans. They wear the color cyan. We just call them Cyans. Cyans.
Science, we gotta change it.
Cyanians is just too weird.
Cyanians.
Cyanians.
It's close to science, we gotta change it.
Now they're going to try, of course, to take over the island as well. So perhaps if you'd like to join us on a boating adventure, we could stop them before they start.
Who are the Cyanians, to be precise?
Who?
The Cyanians, the ones that you just spoke of.
Yes, what about them?
Who are they?
Oh, they're very warlike, terrible people. They're just, bleh. They're all, they're. I'm just, you know what? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They're fascists. Yeah.
Good, because I like punching them in the face.
There you go. Right on. I like you. You're good. I like you. Yes.
I tell it like it is. I'm very blunt. So, guys, are we gonna sit in this bar, eat and drink all day, or go form a colony?
Do I get to finish my beer?
Finish your beer.
I start putting on my suit.
All right. So, all right. Well, my friends, if you want, we could, we won't sign you up for a long-term contract or anything. And maybe you just like to, yes?
Whoa. Hold up. No
Mhm.
one said long-term contract. I'm in this for the land, punching fascists in the face, and possibly having a title, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yes, of course. You'd be queen of all you survey as long as no one else has claimed that land.
But what's the long-term contract?
Well, of course, you would be under the dominion of Magecroft, of course. I mean, we're Magecroft supporting this whole enterprise. You know what I mean? So,
But you're trying to colonize an island that is not part of Magecroft.
oh, it will be. Look, if we don't get to it first, the Cyans will.
And you don't even want to tell me about the science.
They're jerks.
We
Other
start
than
calling
them
it
being
science. It's too
fascist.
close to science. It's too close to science.
Science? No, it's the CYENs. Not
It still
not
sounds too
SCI.
close to science.
They're you know what? Give me a history check if you know much about them. They are pretty far away by land, but what kind of message is he trying to send? Anyone? What you
I
got?
have 4.
A 4. You've never heard of them. A 5. What? Oh my gosh.
Whatever it is. 14.
4, 5, 6.
No, 14, okay.
And Frank, nothing for Aguilar.
Clearly, the 3 of you don't get out much. Fortunately, your Frobog friend here, he's like, oh, the science. They do have an empire many miles away. By boat, much closer. By land, you have to kind of go skirting around the entire curve of the land, and they are like a very basically the Byzantine Empire. So you're about, say, like 12th century Byzantium, which is to say, if Rome never fell and wore cyan instead of red, that's pretty much what they are kind of like. And yeah, that's pretty much them.
Bunch
And of course-
fascists.
Well, I mean, they did invent the word fascist, so that's the
Ugh.
only reason I'm calling them fascist. They did. History fact. There you go.
So more or less, you're trying to prevent these racist bastards or whatever they are. I don't care at this point from getting this land over here.
Of
That's
course,
still going to be part of Magecroft. And
See,
apparently, we got to
they're
sign a long
really-
ass contract.
they're really rulesy, and Magecroft, as you know, isn't. And so, to anybody in Magecroft, they're just crazy. That's crazy. All those rules.
That doesn't sound like much fun.
Right?
You don't have any rules. Sign here.
Exactly.
It's like, I don't want rules. Where's a pen? Sign me up. Someone sign me up. Come on, give me a pen. Give me a pen.
So, I'm all for, going along on a provisional basis. Me and Aguilar, we have some deals already that we need to get completed at some point coming up in the future.
Mhm.
So we can't really afford to be tied into anything hard dedicated should things go wrong long term or anything like that,
I understand your precautions. My friends, you can then join us. And, if you just come to the island, I just want to say that if you don't sign anything, then the king will not grant you any land.
Damn it.
But perhaps if you'd like to join later, then of course, if you'd like to claim your land and then, grant your fealty to our king, of course, then you would become part of the, you'd fall under his protection. So that we can
If
do.
that's included as a provisionary, we get credit for earned services, then I am good with that at that point. I do not want to be locked into anything right now going blind.
Well, that sounds like that works, and you sound like a very smart person. I am just trying to get as many strong, skilled, capable warriors over to our colony before anything else happens.
You okay over there?
Oh,
You're
no.
certainly looking around like you're being hella suspicious about something.
So to be fair, there have been some creatures that have, let's just say our first attempts at laying down some foundations kind of failed. But that happens. Setbacks always happen. They do.
Well, if you need help investigating those issues, we might be able to help with that.
I mean, not too much to investigate, really. Just there's some sort of weird, crazy sea creature I've never seen before in my life. Just kind of.
Weird, crazy sea creature.
Sea creature.
These are going to be in my nightmares for the rest of eternity.
And then some sort of, crazy sort of land creature. Kind of just.
Human.
But yeah. But basically, it would be if you defeated that creature. It would just be amazing. You'd live on in forever in song. Well,
Why not? Do I get land if I kill the sea creature, monster, whatever tentacly thing it is?
as long as you swear your fealty to our king, of course. But my friends, if you do need to perhaps go to Magecroft first, our ship will be actually swinging around, picking up some people as well along these. We're going to try to pick up some more people along the town. We will be provisioning ourselves in Magecroft and then heading off to the island.
That works for us, because while you're taking on supplies, me and Aguilar can swing over to the Pathomancers and conclude some prior business we have.
Perfect. Well, I will let you keep drinking, and I'll meet you at the docks.
We'll meet you there.
Sounds fair.
All
Hopefully
the
there's
other
not-
fishermen are kind of like looking at him like, huh, didn't ask us. And he like, he says, if you have any other friends who want to join, let us know. And he walks off.
Yeah, we're gonna leave a note behind at the bar for Alcibiades whenever he gets, over his hairball to come and join us.
All right, sounds good. Any other provisions or anything else you need to figure out? I'm sure.
No.
Yeah. All right. Fantastic. All right. Well, anything else in the town that you need to do?
Nope.
Is there anything in this town to do?
Not really.
It's like, I just want to get on the boat, get my land. I just want my land.
As they all do. All right. The afternoon goes by, and you stock up on your own provisions and make your way down to the tiny dock. There is the one boat that is actually flying the flag of Magecroft, so you're pretty sure that's the one. There's only two medium-sized boats in the port at all, which really doesn't fit that many people. But of course, your friend is there who has that little boat as well. He was hanging out. And he's like, audio only? Oh, camera's off. All right. He's like, he's actually provisioning his ship down there at the dock. He's like, oh, my friends. Hello. Are you headed somewhere?
We're going
Yes,
to Maysoft.
we're off on another adventure already, it seems.
Have you heard about this new island?
Yes, so we're going to be checking that out shortly after we make a quick pit stop in Magecroft to finish up some business from our last adventure that had us planes jumping.
Sounds fantastic. Well, I am off myself, and I hope to see you in the future, my friends. And he gets his boat together. The beautiful bronze ship casts off, and he sails off.
Hi.
Bye. All right, so there he is, first mate Bronson, and he sees you all there. He's like, all right, my friends, are you ready for adventure?
No, we want to go to
Alright.
Magecroft.
What's that?
So we're going to Magecroft first.
Yes. Well, it's always an adventure.
Then adventure.
Really?
Yeah, because when you're going on a boat, you need to wear a captain's hat.
Of course.
There's always someone extra in the party.
Hi, it's me.
All right. You hop on board. There are like probably 8-9 other adventurer types there, and they kind of keep to themselves. And you can see they're in two kind of groups. So now there's 3 groups total, I suppose. They're kind of I don't know, I wouldn't say shifty or anything like that, but they're definitely keeping to themselves. The ship sails on. There's a small crew of sailors on board, and these are fairly reasonable area patrolled by Magecroft ships that don't get too much action. Just gonna randomly check to see if anything happens. It's fairly, nothing really sightseers. A few sightseers. There's fishing boats and things like that all along the coast, and a couple of other small towns that you pass by. They basically just sail on. It does take a little while, a couple of days, to get back around the entire coastline back upriver into Magecroft. And
Was there anything interesting to note for us as we enter Magecroft? Up the river Hwet?
Well, yeah, there's a big giant tree.
It's like, oh my god, it's a giant tree.
In the middle of what is basically the mouth of the river, which is fairly wide at this point, is a gigantic tree. It is probably 350 feet tall, and it goes off into the sky. And it's just kind of it must just be this river water is just really great for it, and it is teeming with life. There's roots that just dig right into the silt in the river, and the tree just goes on and on forever with branches streaming off of it. You can even see that there its own like weather patterns inside of the tree. Like you can see where it's raining, from one group of branches to another, and that water comes down, forms waterfalls as the clouds roll through it and drop their moisture on it. There's a lot going on. Rainbows shoot off from it in all directions. One actually even just kind of goes up into the sky. And
Yeah. Would you look at that, Aguilar? Have you ever seen a thing like it?
That's right.
No, can't say I have.
This must be what all the squirrels and random forest creatures were telling me about on my journey here.
Yes.
Side note, that comment from Frank is even more hilarious.
I've
Never seen anything like it before.
So beautiful.
Nothing like it before. Never seen it at all.
No idea what you're talking about.
Never was hanging from a branch.
All right. Yes, for those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, please check out our Sunday side quest adventure starring Frank and a squirrel. Some squirrel.
Oh, the Muppet episode.
Squirrels.
Yeah, I think he'd still rather have Mako's sword.
Yeah, probably.
No, it's my tree now. Well, Frank's tree.
Frank. Wait. Frank is. Aguilar is. Oh, yes. All right. So, there you are in Magecroft. Now, I mean, this day and a half that went by, did Trallin? You get a little chance to chat with each other.
Yeah. I'd probably told you my family used to herd moops around the countryside. And then we encountered one of the caves we used to hang out in. Happened to have been taken over by a bunch of skeletons and a necromancer as a mining operation and killed my whole family.
Man.
Damn necromancer.
Not that my character knows anything about a mining operation full of skeletons.
I feel for you, Traylon. I had something similar happen to me.
But that was only 2 years ago.
I was only 18 when my entire family died. And after that, I kind of became a mercenary because I had to make my money somehow. Got into a couple of bad situations, and then ta-da, I found these people.
Yeah, although we still don't know how you ended up in that alternate realm that we picked you up and rescued you from.
I don't know either. It's like, listen, I may have had a little bit too much wine to drink, and then I just kind of stumbled into a portal, and then I fell down, and then all of a sudden I'm in a land of water.
You've all been to other worlds?
Yeah.
That'd be very interesting to learn what the stars are like there.
Had to save Aguilar's butt a couple of times, killed a giant sea monster, Just sit down.
You have no idea how many times we've had to look after Aguilar.
I literally meet him for the first time, and I'm literally stabbing an octopus just to get him to let him go.
That's right. Selling that suit. That's right.
I use Moopfar in the suit, like it's in the sole of the shoes, and then there's a piece of copper wire in between the Moopfar, and it creates friction, which creates electricity, which sends it up through these wires. They go into my hands, and then I can touch you and I can shock you.
Interesting.
Good to know. Good
Magic.
to know.
I can turn into constellations.
Wow.
You can?
I can.
What? That is so
Directly from
cool.
the stars.
So what exactly are you, if you don't mind me asking? I'm sorry, I'm just
I'm
a
a druid.
stupid little human girl.
I'm a druid. I can do typical druid things and change shapes, but I also have the ability to change into constellations.
So you're a shapeshifter.
Mm-hmm.
What? That is so cool. I wish I could do that. I just know how to play with weapons and stab people.
Ooptricity. All right, well, so that's interesting. And now you entered the Bay of Magecroft. You enter the harbor, guarded by apparently two undead beholders, who are
Zombies.
You've heard that they are being controlled by people who overlook the harbor master. That's the rumor. They seem to be not dangerous unless you are really, 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 really pissing off the people of Magecroft. Then it's just bad. Fortunately, this boat does not seem to be upsetting anyone. Goes right up to the harbor. Of course, flying the flag of Magecroft allows certain privileges. Get the best dock. And they're like, well, we have one day here, and then we'll be setting sail tomorrow. Sure, leave. Sure, leave. And with that, they drop the plank. And, they'll be taking on provisions and setting sail the next day.
Sweet.
All right. So, well, we need to go to the Pathomancer's Temple and report in from our last quest that they gave us to do.
Got these sea anemones to turn in.
That's right.
Yes, those.
All right, so you wind your way through the city up to the fancy part of the town, and it's the Pathomancer University, and it's open. You come into the courtyard there in their nice big building, and somebody spots you, and they're like, "Oh, you're alive. Interesting. And did you find the sea anemones?"
I pull up
yes.
the bag of holding and just kind of open it as it's filled to the brim.
Oh my! Wow. Huh? How many do you have?
Enough to fill this and another bag.
Whoa!
I pull out the other bag of holding that I got from Puent before he was recalled by Josus. And then I pull out another portion of glowing semen anemone.
Semenemones. Huh. Wow, that's quite the haul there. Oh, well done. What did we agree to?
All of it.
Well, I don't know if we have enough money per se to buy all of those. Of course, we want them. Perhaps we can trade you.
It's 100 gold pieces a pop.
Yes, I remember what we said, but I don't know if we don't. I mean, that's an awful lot of sea anemones. I don't know if we really need that many. It's
Well, we can do the 100 a pop for the original quota number that you wanted, and anything beyond that, we can trade. We can discuss a trade for the remaining balance.
that's acceptable. Yes. Let's see. We didn't really expect you to get more than say 100 of them. That was that's an awful lot of cash.
We get a job, we got it done, and then we ended up into a portal in one of the caves on that island, and we ended up in the Underdim.
Cool. I've only heard about the Underdim. There's a portal to the Underdim in the Bubble Islands.
Yes, and a large stone structure on the top of the island that connects to the next adjacent to the Underdome with some sort of tentacled sea monster that came through and attacked us while we were there for a period.
Whoa, that's incredible. Well, that's something remarkable to know. There's portals to the Underdim. I never knew that.
And we also found some treasure underneath of I don't want to say Atlantean, but it pairs up with some other Atlantean stuff that we have recovered in other locations.
Really? Well, we are interested in those sorts of artifacts. Yes. You should perhaps come to our office. We'll arrange. We can afford. We can afford 10,000 in gold. But it, of course, it will have to be in Magecroft units. They're good anywhere in the Empire of Magecroft, of course.
I'm going to whisper to the both of them and be like, are you sure you don't want me to persuade him to pay you more? Y'all are no fun.
We already had to work
have a bit
to
of
make this
reputation.
arrangement to begin with.
We have a bit of a reputation here as well.
Yes, that's quite good. And you got them, well, pretty much on time. Yeah, I guess a few days late, I suppose, but that's
We did travel through two different realms to get back to here.
Well, it does happen from time to time. So he brings you back to his office, and he's like, "All right, well, we'll yes, Magecroft gold. It's like Chuck E. Cheese money."
Like the Chuck E.
Is it
Cheese
like
turkey.
Republic credits in the Outer Rim? They're no good.
Yeah, pretty much. No. They are, well, they're like Florentine gold, which is pretty much good just about everywhere, except for the people who hate the Florentines. They'll still take them. They just hate taking them. But yes, they are 500 gold units. They're like little slabs and they look like they're made of ivory, but they are extremely heavy, and they represent 500 gold coins. And it's like, I'm not going to say gold pressed latinum, but yeah, probably gold pressed latinum is really the equivalent. But they're each worth 500 gold, and so he has 1,000 gold pieces, and then gives you the other 9,000 gold pieces in these 500 gold piece blocks. There you go.
You guys seem lucrative to be around.
Yeah, and those are super rare. Like, they don't usually bring these around, but because Magecroft is such a expensive place, they've needed to make the 500 gold piece unit, and there it is. And there's one now, ingots, as it were.
Apparently, a lot has happened in Magecroft in the little bit that we've been away.
Yes, well, a whole new island has sprung up, but actually it's an old island. We just found that out. We found some old maps, and yeah.
That's interesting because we were just told it's a new island that appeared.
Well, we don't know what
out
they're talking
of
about. Yeah, no. Apparently, it disappeared roughly 400 years ago, just gone. We thought, maybe some god had just felt angry. I don't know. That thing happens all the time. Angry gods crushing things. Just
Yeah, you definitely don't want to piss them off. Did that once.
It magically showed up, and I believe the Magecroft, the king, is sending off as many people to form colonies as quickly as possible, because, of course, if we don't do it, then those Scion people will.
Yes, we were encountered by a man named Bronson, and he came into the tavern and was asking people to join his motley crew to, take care of business.
Oh, yes. The king has been asking everyone to send their finest all over there to the colonies,
Now, tell me about this king. Is he married? Is he good looking? Does he need a girlfriend or a pretty lady?
I try not to get involved in politics, but he's a good king. He kind of lets people do what they want, but and there's a bit of I'd say it is sometimes a bit taxing to be part of his empire, but the parties are good.
Is there something that you're not telling us about the taxing part?
Well, I mean, taxes are very involved, and there's not necessarily taxes. It's more of just a requirement to pay a certain amount, depending on what you do. You have to provide festivities.
Provide festivities? Such as what?
Well, we're required to have. Every religion's holiday is celebrated, so it's required that you spend a certain amount. Otherwise, you're just not cool. If you want the favor of the king, you have to spend an awful lot of money to provide for parties.
So he's a king and can't provide for his own parties.
Oh, he does quite well. He just he requires that everyone else, if you want to be fashionable, you have to stay at the height of the party life. It's just a thing we do.
Yes, well, we have no such location to host parties, so I don't think we quite have to worry about that particular requirement. It's not like we have, some, magic castle.
I know. One just showed up just a couple of weeks ago. Weird.
So it'd be nice to dress up, have my own land. Maybe buy a fancy gown. I don't know. Have a nice husband. This life is hard sometimes. I don't want to be a fighter for the rest of my life.
Well,
Argrax hands Eliza a spare bottle of wine.
Thank you for drowning my sorrows with alcohol.
I can certainly understand that, but I live a life I follow the path of pathomancy, of understanding little diseases and germs and ways to save lives even after they're dead.
So essentially you're an alchemist and a necromancer all mixed into one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds like an interesting job.
It's lots of fun. The friends you make go on forever.
Even in death.
I said forever. I said what I said.
They go on and on and on.
They do. They do. That's right. It's like you can avenge your own death, and it's just fun. The parties are great. But I digress. Let's and there are other pathomancers like bringing in chests for you to pay you, and they I guess they're going to need a bin to hold all those.
They're going to need an aquarium.
Yes, they're going to need quite a few. So
they need a tank of holding.
They're going to need a tank of holding. I bet they could probably build one.
I can build one.
Ooh, a tank of holding. I don't know if you can actually do that. You're not really supposed to put live creatures in a bag of holding. You know that, right? So,
well, as it gets there, you got to open it up for air every once in a while.
For seeing enemies? Anyway.
Yeah,
moving on.
It's fine. They're good.
Who's got time for that?
It's like, don't harm the animals.
The parties are great unless you're Thekla. Sal, you take that back. Thekla throws great parties. Just sometimes they get wrecked. Just saying. It was a pretty good party. It was a pretty good party, though. All right, so well, they bring you a chest full of I guess it would be, let me see, it's 9,000, so it's 18 of these ingots and 1,000 tiny gold coins. But the gold coins in Magecroft are very tiny, because well, frankly, it's gold. So and they give you a free chest. Take the chest. And they're like, well, we do have a few potions we can trade you for the rest of those. You look like a crew that could probably use a few potions of flying. What do you say we'll take the rest off of those sea anemones off your hands for 1, 2, 3, 4. What about 2 potions of flying each? We'll give you 8 potions of flying.
How about, can you also throw in one of those maps of the island while you're at it?
Ooh.
Since we're about to head off there ourselves.
Oh, my friends, that's a bit of an ask, isn't it?
We have been doing quite good business for you for some time now.
Well, it's
and
true.
I'm sure we will continue to be of valuable assistance.
Those maps they're pretty rare maps. These are 500 years old, my friend. Can't just be giving them away. I mean,
don't you have any means of replication?
It would take some time. How much time do you have?
Less than a day.
How about a scroll of lightning bolts?
If I make you a tank of holding, will you throw a map in?
I would have to talk to some people about that. It still takes us some time to make you one. I mean, we could probably draw one up real fast for you, but
how much money would it be worth?
A map? A map like this, it's 500 years old. It's priceless.
Damn. Thought I can use my persuasion.
Yeah, this is like an antique. This is like the fact that they have a couple that are actually like useful. They're like, yeah, but.
And at that point, I pull out of my bag the large gold plates that I recovered from the cave on Sea Anemone Island.
Oh, yes. That's right. The probably Atlantean.
Yes. What about these items that I happened to find at the down in the cave on Sea Anemone Island?
Oh my. Are those what I think they are? Are those real?
There is a chance that they are. I don't want to say it, but Atlantean.
Well, if they're real, I mean, those are priceless as well. Oh my goodness!
I have 3 of them. My 3 priceless for your 1 priceless.
Well, if they're real, I mean, where did you find them? How did you get them?
Underneath the island, there was a tunnel that led off with the water. On one end was the portal that led us to the Underdim. At the other end, in a puffer shrog nest underground, there were these plates. And then also for myself, I have a magical lamp of light. So they were there. They've been there for as long as that island has been underwater for the previous extension and even beyond that. Because as you know, not many normal living creatures can survive on that island when it's not above the water.
That is true. Well, I can't just hand you the map, of course, but we can try to make a copy of it for you. Absolutely. We'll see if we can do this as quickly as possible. I will have to, of course, check those plates out. We have a lab upstairs that we would like to perhaps investigate these plates for their age. See if they're the genuine articles, if you don't mind.
By all means, validate them away. And if it turns out we do not come to an arrangement, then I know how much money I'll be able to make at the next shop that I go to trade these in.
Yeah.
He's got a point.
They are very nice.
We already know a person that will do business with Atlantean merchandise.
Well, he takes the plates. He's like, get some people to wrap them gently in some cloth and runs them upstairs to the lab. He says, I will have someone start as quickly as possible duplicating this map. And yes, we would, I think if we can make this, if we can find out if they are genuine, then we will absolutely trade you this map. Yes. And he's like, I have to go talk to some other people. And he runs off to the head office to make sure that all of this is arrangeable. They're up there in the lab. You're kind of just sitting there like, all right. People keep walking by, and now there's a buzz as people are like, oh, Atlanteans.
Isn't that the same guy the last one in?
A little while later, he comes back. He says, well, we've cast some spells on those plates, and they do seem to be as old as you say they are. And I believe we would like to make this arrangement. And we are working currently on making a copy of this map for you. And of course, it will take us some time. Even with magic, we are duplicating it. It will be ready in the morning. We'll work all night on it. Is that acceptable?
If you have it done in the morning, that is acceptable, and we have an accord.
Excellent. Well, we will work on this all night long. Our finest people will be working on it. Good people. Never trust anyone that sounds like Paul. That's why I do all the different voices, everybody. Come on.
So they all sound like you, so we shouldn't trust anybody you voice.
That's right. Anybody who has a voice. Right. All right. Well, they have given you 10,000 gold, sort of. And they have agreed to duplicate a map of the island of Cecil, the best one they have. And in exchange for Atlantean plates. Ooh. All right. Well, you've got the rest of the day to yourselves. What would you like to do?
You guys celebrate.
There's a cape store nearby that you can probably all of that money on.
Spend it all on capes.
Land O'Capes. The best
Land
capes
O'Capes.
in the land. Finest Corellian capes ever. They are pretty
I hear there's some discount capes, around the corner also.
Ugh, heresy.
No, you don't want discount capes. Trust me.
The accent is in the wrong place, man. That's you can always tell. All right. What would you like to do? Magecroft, of course, capital city of the Magecroft Empire, and full of anything you could possibly want.
Let's explore the city. Why not?
You're just like 4 sailors on a night on the town. It's
It's great.
oh my.
Well, hey, if you like fighting, there's a fight ring at the Frog Prince Tavern.
It's true.
I'm so
It's
there. Let's
led
go.
by a Minotaur.
Nope, I already said it. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. I want to get out some
All right.
kind of aggression.
There is indeed a fight pit in the inn. I guess it's a tavern. Is it a tavern?
Yes,
or an inn?
because the Frog
No,
Prince.
it's the Frog Prince Inn.
Is it in?
Frog's Prince. Yep.
Is it out?
All right. So, all right. So you head over there. Well, it is only early afternoon, and it is already hopping with plenty of people drinking and carousing. There is a fight pit. There's also a casino on the second floor.
This place is everything, doesn't it?
Bar on the first floor, fight pit in the basement, and casino on the second floor, as well as rooms.
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Aguilar's
go
already
down.
hooked up the pyrotechnics in the fight pit the last
Yep.
time we were
That's
here.
right. That's right.
I'm gonna head down
Oh,
into the
first
fight
one
pit.
All right. Well, they're getting ready for tonight's events. There is a sign up list if you'd like to hop into a fight. You could easily do that.
yeah.
There's also gambling as well. Sign your name to fight.
Yes, I'm gonna apply my name to fight.
All right. Now this
So
is
Eliza's gonna sign herself up in her pretty little handwriting.
all right.
Is there a
Yes.
tag team sign up anywhere?
There is a tag team, and so the person who is an orc, by the way, the person who's has the sign up list, his name is Grorg.
Grog
Uh,
the orc.
The orc. Yep. Grorg says, "Is this a weapon fight or a hand fight?"
Give me 1 second. It's gonna be weapon fight.
Excellent. And he says, "Is this a tag team or solo?"
I'm going to sign up for a tag team if somebody wants to join me. I sign my name in one of the tag teams.
And is this a hand fight or is this a weapon fight?
What's that?
That's a hand.
That is hand in hand.
Does it count if as a hand fight if we can generate weapons?
Well, if you are generating weapons, then that is considered a no holds barred fight. That would be a weapon fight.
What if I'm wearing a weapon?
That would be a
I am
weapon.
All right, it's a weapon fight.
Very well. You
So
do
Aguilar-
understand that you could be killed at any time during a weapon fight if somebody chops your head off or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm a Drellin court. I always win my fights.
We do try to save you from death, but we can't always help that. If you do, yeah, just making sure. There's no waiver to sign. We just mentioned that just to be helpful.
Now,
Good
is
to know.
Eliza sign up for solo, or is she okay with tag teaming with Aguilar?
What kind of weapons you got, Aguilar?
I'm wearing it. You see all kinds of stuff on me. It's the Gilligan's Island version of the Iron Man suit. Just no helmet.
Eliza's just gonna simply go like this.
Welcome to
Grant
Triple
me
A.
strength. Grant me
I have to
strength
test
and
it now.
wisdom.
I
Do not
haven't
want to
tested it
kill him.
I'd be interested to join you and see what I'm capable of.
Okay, so Eliza can do a solo fight, and then Aguilar and Traylon can do the tag team if they wish.
Well, you know, we could sign all of you up if you're a team. Just do a battle royale.
I'm down for a battle royale.
I just need to test my suit out.
Well, let's fight.
Fight
All
Club,
right.
man. First rule about Fight Club: don't mention Fight Club.
Well,
Just
the
to let
battle
you
royale
know,
is one of the last of fights of the night. Last person standing wins the purse. Of course.
Did someone take hers? How
Yeah.
much are we
Why else
talking in
would
this
you?
purse?
Why else would you fight?
I don't know. For shits and giggles. I'm a human fighter. It's like
All
I
right.
fought with my siblings all the time just for fun.
The purse is 100 gold pieces. Of course, he has no idea that you guys have as much money as you have. But
That's it.
Fun.
Just 100. I have, before we collected from the Pathomancers, 774 gold.
I'm gonna punch Argrax on the arm and just be like, "Shut up! It's 100 gold."
Yeah, I'm
Who cares?
like gold. I have like 5.
Aguilar, if we win this, we can give them the gold.
Okay.
We've already earned quite a fair bit right now, and we've got to make sure we give Alcibiades his share when he catches up.
Can we make bets on this?
you absolutely can.
I'm going to bet that we're going to win.
Hell yeah, we're gonna
100
win.
gold on us.
You're putting 100 gold on yourself.
On us, yeah.
Hell yeah, we're gonna win. And if we don't, I might as well just hang up my swords.
Gorg says you can start a betting pool, of course, and we have somebody for that who can go around and take odds if you want. Of course, we have to get another. We have.
Uh-oh.
We lost the DM.
I think we lost the game.
I think we lost Paolo, or we killed him.
I'm back. Or am I?
You're back.
That's weird. I had one go out and one not. One. I have two. Oh, for some reason.
So now your computers are loopy instead of you being loopy.
It helps if your computers are plugged in. There you go.
That would help.
All right. Yeah. All right. So Gorg says, yeah, there's 6 other people signed up for the battle royale, and sounds like it's going to be a good fight. And the guy behind you comes up, and he looks like a monk. And he's like, "I got your 100 gold. You want to just throw it in the purse?" He's like, I'll see your 100 gold that I win.
Okay.
I'd like to see you try.
He's like, tell you what, let's make this interesting. You and me, I'll bet that I beat you, and we'll just have this little side bet. Like, maybe I won't win the whole thing, but I'll beat you. He like kind of looks you up and down like he could take you.
So you think that because I'm a girl, that I can't whoop your ass?
Oh no, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to that guy.
Sure.
Oh, Adeline,
You, I don't know.
He's totally calling
You-
you out. What are you
You
gonna
look
do?
dangerous.
I'm okay with that. Let's do it.
All right, so he's like, he's like, I'm gonna give this. He throws a purse coin to Gorg. He's like, here's my 100 gold that I'm gonna beat you. What's your name?
Aguilar. I'll make you proud.
Aguilar. I'm Mox, and I'm going to defeat whatever this is.
Okay. We'll see.
So is Aguilar like the Jar Jar Binks of AAA?
Oh God.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm an artificer and a cleric now.
So several other fights happen. You're kind of waiting for. Oh God, I would. Was that a banana?
Yes, it's a banana.
Banana
Sweet
assassin.
Jesus.
Banana assassin.
Sweet Jesus.
I want a banana
Sweet
assassin.
Jesus, that was a banana. Oh, now you won't.
But we don't really know about the banana, though.
No, you wouldn't have. Yeah, I was about to say you've probably heard something,
Where-
but you probably haven't actually.
We've just barely got back into town a couple hours ago.
Right? All right. Let me see.
So just to let all of you know, even though I'm over 7 feet tall, I may be a little squishy.
Oh, so you're about as tall as me and Aguilar then. So Eliza's the shorty.
You got a problem with me being short?
No, we've had a lot of wee friends in our previous adventures.
All right.
So
No
magic-
hold
magic's all good
barred.
in this fight, right? Oh, no hold barred. All the magic good in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing flammable in the ring.
There's a chandelier up above.
There's a shiny new
It's been
chandelier.
freshly replaced.
Yes, it's a brand new.
Like
So
every
brand new
fight.
chandelier, make sure you don't drop it on anybody. Got it. Totally will drop
Oh.
down the
Also,
chandelier.
brand new bleachers up there too.
All right.
There's
All
actually
right.
an interactive room for this fight arena too, someplace.
That's true. That's true.
Since I built the pyrotechnics, I know where the pyrotechnics are.
Yeah, they're way up there. You got.
I get up there. I gotta
Yeah,
punch
they're
them
up with the. Yeah, they're up with Gorgor.
Yes.
No, but I can
So-
fly to where all the recording and stuff is.
Yeah, they really kind of. Well, they don't necessarily frown on flying, but I guess they don't. I guess they don't really frown on flying. No.
So
hold
now you're
barred.
going to be Peter Pan. Congratulations.
He does.
Hey, just
You know, of course,
hard.
the rules are nothing flies out of the fight pit. Nobody leaves the fight pit. You can stay in the fight pit. The battle royale, everybody's faces. Basically, you're gonna take your places around the edge, and go from there. Gorgor will announce any winners and also throw out any losers if that needs to happen. The orcs who are running the fight pit, they all seem to be some from like the same tribe, so they're all like kind of not necessarily uniformed, but they do all kind of have the same look about them. And it is near that time, and
Is there a wizard hanging up with Gorgor?
no, he's back at home. But Gorgor's there, the mighty Minotaur lady who is ready to run this fight and run this match. You go underneath. Of course, there's the fight pit. There's one entrance to the fight pit. There are, of course, seating all the way around. It's about 15 feet, about 10 to 15 feet deep. There's columns in each corner, and you come out of this door right here.
Oh, did they replace that one column already?
Well, it's kind of an important column as it holds up the building. So,
Well, that's good because I think I heard a story about someone, beating the other person with the column itself.
did that happen? Was that? Well, I think a chunk of the column. I don't think he had the whole column. That's a pretty big column. All right.
If he had divine influence, anything's possible.
That's true. That is true. Well, my friends, the time has come for your fight. Well, let's see. There are 6 other opponents, and 2 of them seem to be like they are armed and armored. They both have swords, and 2 seem to be and they seem to be humans. The two other ones are goblinoid creatures down here, and they are nothing but muscle and sinew, and they look fast. They're hoppy around. They possibly are hopped up on speed potions. No one knows. This is Mox, and this is another guy who may be completely drunk and has probably been put into this ring by his friends. Everyone else looks like they were supposed to be here. But that other guy does not look like he knows exactly where he is at this moment. So, I guess it's time to roll initiative.
Where am I in the ring?
You are right here. Boop. I figured you
The one in the corner. Perfect.
We have Eliza. We have Trallin. We have Argrax. And we have Aguilar. Right there.
I got a 15.
16.
Oh my gosh.
7.
I got 14.
All right. Wow.
14, 15, 16. What's Traylon got?
7.
Almost.
But before the whole thing gets started, I shimmer with starlight and emit light in a great circle and stay lit. And I look like the constellation of an archer has been formed on my body. Every joint on my body glows.
Whoa.
Damn.
And then I go, Shillelagh.
Gorgor goes. She announces to the audience, "This is the battle royale with a purse of 100 gold pieces," and many people are like, "Ooh!" And well, I have to say I rolled some pretty crappy rolls here, but let's see, 1, that guy, 2, no, and no, he's out. And all right. So what's going to happen is those guys are going to go first, then all of you, and then everyone else because they rolled crap. So
Worse than 7s. Okay.
right. All right. So there we are. There's our thing. Let's see. Oh my goodness. All right. Aguilar.
Mm-hmm.
This guy right here leaps towards you, runs right up to you, and without it, like, it doesn't look like he has anything in his hands. He reaches out and stabs you with a critical hit. Rolled a natural 21, unbelievably. Oh my gosh. All right, so you just took 10 damage, and he zooms up, stabs you as quickly as he possibly can, and again, as he pulls his hand back, he doesn't appear to have a weapon in his hand. He just stabbed you with his hand. Not really sure how that worked. He disengages you, and without actually using his bonus action to disengage, and climbs halfway up the wall. And you're like, he was insanely fast. You don't really know how he did it. And his buddy next to him turns and throws a bunch of what seem to be just darts at the other guy, at this guy over here, and misses terribly. So now it is all of your goes, and let's see. Wait, who got the highest? We'll start there.
All right, me.
So Argrax, we're going to start with you and go clockwise around to Argrax, Aguilar, Eliza, and then Trallin.
All right, so we're all along the edges right now, it looks like.
Yes.
Okay, I am going to.
We could make the
Let's
action cam big.
see. I'm going to.
Action cam.
No. Maybe they. Oh, what's this one do? I got new spells to do.
Get that out of my face. There we go. Bam. All right, let's see.
Okay.
We'll try to get you in order of
All right. I am going to. I'm going to cast Mind Sliver because it's brand new. At let's see, where am I on that lineup?
You are right here. That guy right there.
Whoever you're pointing to, your finger was off cam. Okay, there it is. That second one there. Yeah, I got to get my mini to you to have. So, all right. So I'm going to let's see. We'll go to the guy closest to me, but on the very far edge.
So we're gonna.
No, that one up in the top corner. I think
This guy right here is 15 feet up the wall. He literally climbed all the way up. I guess I could get a little column piece and put him up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him.
Ah. And what are you gonna hit him with? Ah.
Mind Sliver.
Oh. All right. I guess you can. Oh, of course. And he disappears into the darkness because I dropped him on the floor somewhere.
I was about to say, what did he do? It's just a operator error mistake.
Operator error. Suddenly he looks like this.
All right. So let's see. It looks like let's see. All right. So it looks like it is a saving throw of 14 intelligence.
Ooh, an intelligence save. Good one. No, not going to happen. Rolled a 4. That's a 2. So,
All righty. So let's see. I'm not at 5th level for my character yet, so I just get to use it at base level. So that was 1d6. Let's see. Takes 1d6 psychic damage and subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
all right, roll that damage.
So that is 6 psychic. And it is -1 to its save until the end of my next go.
Ooh, all right. All right. As he climbs up the wall, and he's holding on to, like, you can't even, like, the edges of his fingers are holding on to little teeny edges of rock. That is the wall. You're like, it's impossible to climb. You can't possibly be doing that. And he's like, ah! And he kind of slides down the wall a little bit, like, as his brain hurts. Nicely done. All right, Aguilar.
Where's this guy I got the bet with?
He's the guy in the green right over here. This guy right here.
All right. So I'm going to extend my arm out and kind of point at him as a little like lens comes down in front of my eye as I'm casting guiding bolt on him.
All right.
Paul, you got to be kidding me with these dice.
Oh.
Not 21. Does that hit?
Yeah.
So that's
Hilarious because he's like, oh yeah, because he sees you like raising your arm and he kind of like he does that, like I'm just gonna deflect whatever it is, and then you just blast him.
That's so on a hit, the target takes 4d6 radiant damage. The next attack roll made against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Oh man.
So we're doubling the damage, right?
Yep.
17 times 2.
All right. That is 34 damage on the first shot. Blag!
And the next attack on him has advantage.
Nice. The next attack on him has advantage. Great. All right. It is Eliza's go.
So excited. I'm not gonna be that person, but I'm gonna be that person because I don't want to see this poor kid get killed. I'm gonna go after the drunk one.
Okay.
Just straight out punch him right in the face.
You're just going to run over there and punch him in the face. All right. You're that person.
In the face.
Listen, I'm trying to save the person from getting killed. Come on.
Swing it.
I'm trying. Hold on. Stupid thing. Sorry, I don't have dice, so it's like using D&D and Beyond, and my phone decided to freeze on me.
No.
Fucking phone. It's like I'm trying to punch this dude in the face.
What do we got?
Still trying to load. I just got on Wi-Fi. Okay. Let me see if that works. And it didn't. Can someone roll for me? I'm sorry.
Someone roll that die.
I'll roll for Eliza. There's a
Make sure you
19.
use
What's
it.
your plus?
Huh?
What's your plus to the hit?
I think
Well,
it's
I'm pretty sure the
3. I had
19
to,
bare
like,
bones is
yeah, I
gonna
had
be
to like
good.
reload my phone and stuff. So I'm like trying to get back on.
You probably, I mean, at your level, you at least for your hand-to-hand bonus, it's got to be 4. So this, he's just standing there, and you like, bump. You clobber him. It's usually D4 plus your strength.
Yeah, it's
Unarmed.
+3. So +3.
All right, roll that damage.
3 plus 4, so that's 7 for her.
All right. The guy just wobbles. I mean, you hit him really well, and he just kind of like, he must be just so drunk that he just takes it. He's just like, wham! And then he just kind of, he's just wobbly. All right. It is time for the Furbolg. The fight with Furbolg.
So who's this guy in green at the top left?
That would be this guy, Mox, who appears to be, for all intents and purposes, some kind of monk. He's unarmed, but he definitely has his hands taped up, and he is unarmored as well.
He's also glowing at the moment.
But he just took a gigantic, just a gigantic hit with radiant damage.
He's
So
that guy. Okay.
he's a little bit stunned, and
Okay. In that case, I'll do the one on the opposite side of Eliza.
this guy.
Yeah.
All right. This guy definitely looks like he's ready for a fight, and
Okay.
he's got a broadsword.
Well, he's also going to take a guiding bolt.
All right.
Yeah, well, the Furbolg's wife just, made things harder for him.
Nat 21 to the DM.
Oh, just wait till it's my go.
So that's going to be a spell attack was a 14.
Oh, that is not going to hit.
That is
Ooh.
going to hit.
Do you have any modifier for your spell casting?
That is including the modifier.
Like he actually he kind of edges back, seeing what happened to the other guy. He kind of and catches the bolt with his the side of his armor.
All right. So as my bonus action, the archer fires an attack at him.
All right.
You have +5 for that next attack.
I got a +5. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
also 14.
All right.
So I
that's
fire
right.
a bolt at him and then a magical arrow. And
For a total of 14.
yeah, both 14.
Again, his armor ding takes the shot, and he kind of like whoa, wasn't expecting a lot of that. All right, so now, good try, Dave. Now it is their go. Mox. Let's see. Well, it doesn't make him very, very happy. He got attacked by that guy. That guy got attacked. Okay, so both these guys are gonna move over here and stay out of that range, and they try to swat this guy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. They kind of keep him busy a little bit. The drunk guy. Oh, let's see. I don't know. Mox. No, he's got to go after. He's got to go after him. He's gonna. Although he is going to actually take a attack of opportunity and zip right by you, Eliza. If you want to attack him,
I want to attack him.
All right.
You should get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, Patreon Saint Peoples.
Somebody roll for him.
Oh, I rolled 15.
15 total. He dodges. He's like,
That was with advantage?
oh, did you roll twice? Or was that was high?
Right.
No, I rolled and got a 15.
All right.
So roll again and see what else you get.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I got 15 again.
Oh, all right. The better of the two, 15.1. And he zips by and uses that natural 21 to Fury of Blows.
Fury of blows.
And he just pap, 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 pap. He is going to have to roll. He gets one critical nat 21. What's your armor class?
Let me see.
Oh, no, Aguilar.
It's a 16 right now.
All right. And
But if he hits me, you got to let me know.
he does hit you with a natural 21.
As a reaction, I'm casting shield, which gives me a +5, so I'm now at 21.
All right. So that first hit does take effect. Oh, nice. I only rolled a 1 on that, so his plus being that's actually still gonna be 10 damage. Because he doesn't have +4. So 5 times 2 with that crit. Bam! And then he like pap 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 Fury of Blows bouncing
As I
off.
flick a button as the shield like just formed around.
Nice. Ting, 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 ting. And he's like, huh, fuck. Me. He's like, and he of course throws down some smack talk about how, oh my God. He throws down some smack talk and rolls a 1 on persuasion. All right, sorry, intimidation. And
He bit his own tongue.
I rolled more than that on the to be better than him.
he's like, and yeah. Damn it. All right, so that's him. Drunk guy is just gonna take actually, I'm gonna roll to see if he even knows what's going on. He does. So he does make a swing. Oh. Wow. All right. What's your armor class? Your armor class?
Whose armor class?
Yours.
Oh, 18.
18. Amazingly, it's like because you're a fighter and you're like you expect to fight people who have skill, and so he just makes this swing at you that you would never expect. Like he just comes at you from an unprofessional style and manages to hit you by rolling a 19, and manages to injure you for 4 damage, even though it basically, I mean, he didn't actually hurt you with his hand. He hurt you because something you were wearing actually dug into your body as he like, and then like, you're like, ow, son of a, what the, like, like a really bad bone bruise or something happened. You're not really sure.
Ow.
All right, top of the round, the little quick guys. That guy's gonna attack that guy and miss. That guy. Oh my gosh. Okay. What? All right. Things fly around, but no one rolled anything above a 4. So that all happened. It's back to you, Argrax.
Okie D. All right. I'm going back on my guy that I'm giving a headache to.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to use, let's see, what are we going to do this time?
Oh, he's now like right in front of you too.
Let's see. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll do this because it's going to be multi-target. Word of Radiance.
All right.
We lose that.
Let's see. You had a divine word. Burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range must succeed a Constitution of 14 or take 1d6 of radiant damage.
Well, you're just all about the radiant damage, aren't you? All right. So
Hey, you know,
saving-
I can hit all of them. So with the word.
And I'm sorry.
Because-
What's the range, or just everybody in view?
Range area is 5 foot.
Oh, okay. So that guy.
Yeah, because I guess they're all a little bit far out.
Well, that one guy failed his save. Boop.
He also had a minus on his save too, but he still failed.
Well, when you roll an 8, you don't have much going for you. All right. So what's the damage?
All right, it is another 6, another max damage on D6.
Nice. All right. Woof. He is
6
not doing well.
radiant.
All right. Blam. All right. He is stunned a little bit. He's pissed off. And Aguilar, it is your go.
All right,
He is
I'm
right in
going
front of you.
to reach out and touch guy, releasing the stored up electrical buildup that's inside my suit. That is a 20 to hit.
He like does a little weave, but you manage to make contact. Bam.
Right. Oh, that's not the right one. And he takes 8 lightning damage.
All right. Pow. Oh, he's not liking that.
He's a toasty crispy.
Blam. All right. He's actually going to use his reaction to miss you.
Actually, on a hit, the target takes 1d8 lightning damage and can't take reactions until the start of his next turn.
All right. Well, there you go.
He's going to take nothing but the damage.
Do nothing and like it. All right. Eliza,
Yes.
it's all you. You're fighting this guy thing.
The drunk man.
Yes.
I'm going to punch him in the face again because, I mean, he hit me pretty hard. And, you know, I'm like,
Mhm. Give me
it
a
was a good
perception
hit,
check.
but I'm like, ugh, no. I hit the wrong one.
right.
I got a 9.
On a perception check. All right. Yeah. All right. No problem. No worries. Nothing's
got
wrong
advantage.
here. Nothing.
Advantage to Eliza. Roll again.
Oh, all right. There we go.
Thank you. I got an 8.
Still nothing to worry about there. Nothing. Nope. Nothing out of the ordinary at all. At all. Nope. Just a drunk guy. Just nothing. That's all good. There you go. So now you can attack.
Well,
him.
hopefully at some point our fighter is going to contribute something to this fight.
Leave me alone.
Punch him. All right. So, roll your to hit.
Okay. Two.
All right. So you and the drunk guy are having this kind of swinging bout. He's just kind of like coming at you like a drunk bear, and you're kind of like weaving it. The thing is that because he's using his drunkenness, you're kind of just like you're not expecting it. Like any real fighter would have dodged left, and he just wobbled to the right, and you're like, what is going on here? It's crazy. All right.
Drunken master.
I'm gonna go hide now.
He's either a drunken master or just drunk. We're not really sure.
He's a master of being
And a
drunk.
fighter can't hit a drunk guy.
The end result seems to be the same. All right. Our new Patreon saint, Traylon.
So I see these 3 or 4 guys here at the bottom of the map.
Yeah.
We're just going to turn that whole 20-foot section into thorns, spike growth.
Oh, geez. All right. The moss coming out of between the rocks suddenly grows thorns. All right. Well,
Each creature takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet they travel through it.
all right. And just to remind us that it's there, we're just going to put this beer bush right here. That was created by just some guy from Tennessee.
That'll actually get all the guys at the bottom and the monk.
That's right.
20-foot square.
Oh yeah, it's a 20. Is it a cube?
It is a 20-foot. Actually, it's a 20-foot radius centered on a point.
Okay, and where's the?
So we'll put
where
the
do we
point
look at?
close to that bottom left corner.
So like here.
So yeah, probably centered on the guy at the bottom.
Oh.
On the greenish armored guy. And then
This
a
guy?
20-foot radius would get the monk.
I'm sorry, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah,
20-foot radius.
20-foot
Oh, really?
radius.
I thought it was 20-foot diameter. All right, so 20-foot radius will definitely. That's actually going to be a 10, 20. Yeah, you're going to have to put it right on the edge of the wall there.
Yeah.
So Eliza, just on the edge. The floor is now made of thorns. It used to be made of lava, but now it is made of thorns.
Okay, ow.
And
And then we'll go ahead and shoot the monk.
All right. So what's the DC?
There is no DC on that.
Oh.
It is just they take 2d4 damage for every 5 feet they walk through.
All right. So they're all like, what the cheese? All right.
You know, where's
So,
like those chains of whatever with that I get to pull people with me when I shoot an Eldritch Blast.
Oh yeah, like Thorn Whip or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
That spell is OP, by the way.
I have that prepared. I'm ready.
That spell is super OP. Anyway, so
Hey,
I'm like,
Traylon is now Scorpion. Get over
Right.
here.
And
Rip,
is that,
rip cut.
I'm just gonna say the fact that in that spell you can pull somebody who's bigger than you,
yeah.
and I'm like, I'm sorry. You can pull somebody the same. I mean, like physics demands that you would be pulled by them. So I'm just saying, just gonna throw that out there. All right. Anyway,
That's why you have to say a high Q before it happens. It changes the law of physics.
physics demands more.
Is that monk's AC higher than 17?
Who's that?
The monk?
Oh, yeah.
The one who ran up and hit us.
Yes.
It is higher than 17?
As far as you can tell, yes.
Oh, that sucks. So my archer missed him too.
Yes. Swing. He actually just he like whoop, like hello. He kind of dodged out of the way. All right. So those guys, oh man. So those guys are gonna start fighting each other and they start getting wailed on. All right. So there you go. All right, that was the U4. Those guys are they're actually gonna talk to each other. They're like, wait. Hey, you guys, what? These guys are wailing on us. Why don't we work together and then we can fight? And makes his persuasion. Let's see if they. All right, one more persuasion. +5 to the DM for persuasion. All right, well, that would be a 23 on the persuasion then. Thank you, Blondie. And and they're like, okay.
And then Michael, control your wife.
That's not how this works anymore.
Never did.
All right, so blam, blam. All right, so those guys are like, they say, all right, truce. And this guy, so every 5 feet, huh? Jeez Louise. Hey, he's gonna try to leap. Sure. Yeah. All right. So he's gonna have to take some damage. Wait, that damage is automatic, huh? Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow. It's crazy talk. All right. All right. He
You want me to roll some d4s for you?
I got it. All right. He takes some damage, and then leaps through the air to try to get out, and also wham, try to attack Eliza at the same time. Come on, roll flat. That it keeps. There's like this little crack that the die keeps falling into. Darn table. All right, here we go. That's a 16. What's your armor class?
18.
All right. He does run into you, but you deflected, and he flies past, poof, up against the wall. This guy is gonna, oh boy, 2, and then try to leap over there, I guess. So he's gonna have to take some damage. If you'd like to roll those d4s, you can. Trellin.
Sure, I can do that. How many squares did he move through?
2.
2, so that is 6 and 6.
All right. God, dude, screaming and yelling every step of the way. And then leaping. Really? Crit fail on the leap. Why'd you roll some more damage for him?
So another 6.
All right, well that's 12. So there you go. And he's like and like he's trying to make that leap to raise his broadsword in the air to try to strike, but apparently he didn't see that last thorn. Stabs himself in the toe, and just kind of does a sprawling fall leap. Just God, son of a dog. And he is prone.
Oh, wonderful.
Nicely done. Drunk guy.
But he made it out of the thorns.
He did, but he is prone. He paid a pretty heavy price.
Yeah, 24 damage in a prone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff, buddy.
Yeah, and
I had
and
something
Colin,
fun planned if they were still in the vines. I was gonna wreck all their days.
yeah. Well, one of them still is down here. Sorry, at the bottom of the screen. The other guy is still up on the top of the wall, and he's like, "This sucks." All right, and let's see. Oh, and drunk guy. Yes. Okay. Sorry. He's going to drunkenly swing again, and he hits. You don't know how he did it. Are you wearing a helmet?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't wear a helmet.
All right. Are you wearing like any kind of like? He just bam. He somehow backhands you up against your head. Probably, I'm going to say that he actually swings at you, but actually hits your arm, and you actually hit yourself with the pommel of the sword. It's almost like he's not really trying to strike. He's flailing out at you, and just your attempts to dodge actually hit yourself. It is only for 3 damage, because of course, whenever it matters, I roll 1s. Dun dun dun. Always
Like,
ready.
he's trying to kill me tonight or something.
I rolled another 19, and yet I can't roll damage. All right, so we're tops, and the speedy guys are alive and well. Guy on the wall is going to, seeing that hasn't really worked. Yeah, he's just going to chuck a. All right, so he's going to roll to see if he gets yes. So the guy on the wall reaches in and throws a glass vial. Pretty much lands right about there. Oh wait, I do have glass vials, don't I? I do. I mean, it's not so little compared to miniatures, but it is a little tiny glass vial. It breaks on the floor and explodes in flame. Everyone in a 10-foot radius, please roll a save.
Is it fire damage?
What's that?
Is it fire damage?
It is fire damage.
I'm using my reaction to cast Absorb Elements.
Wow. Look at you go. All right.
Doesn't get me. I'm a little too far away.
It's just, and you're in range. That'd be 10 feet. You are just out of range, as that is right in the center of that square.
What kind of save was it?
Fire. That's dexterity.
18.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Argrax, what you got?
20.
Nice. All right. Well, every single person made their save. All right. And oh man. All right. So that's 14 damage divided by 2. I
get resistance to it because I cast Absorb Element, so it takes 17 less.
Nice. The monk.
So does that mean there's no damage received?
For me? No, I just get half of whatever damage I'm going to take.
Right.
Okay,
Half of
so
that. 7 for you.
7 for me. I took damage. I'm a warlock.
Oh,
I'm
yeah. Eldritch Blast.
You know what's happened, folks? You know what happens when a warlock takes damage? They react
Blast.
with a hellish rebuke. All right, it's a 14 dex save for that.
Oh my god. All right, the dexterity master, I rolled a 6. That's all of a 12. That is not a save.
All righty.
He is hanging on the side of a wall, so I mean, he kind of tries to wiggle out of the way, but no. So
yeah. So this is cast at level 2.
all right. Is that 2d6? 2d10, sorry.
2d10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And that will be 8, 9, 10, 11 fire.
Wow. All right. Yeah. Not liking that at all. All right. Let's see. So, well, now it is actually your goes. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. This guy has to go, and he. What is he gonna do? He doesn't really like that wall of thorns stuff. He's gonna try to jump up over the wall too. All right, and he actually crawls up, leaps up the wall, comes around, kind of parkours his way. Let's see, what is that? 20-foot radius. Holy cow! So he's just gonna try to leap down. Let's see, who does he think is the worst? 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm gonna just. All right, he actually leaps up, hits the wall, leaps over to the other wall. That's 10, 20, and comes down and attempts to land his foot directly on the top of your head.
Aha. He doesn't like me.
Critical failure.
So I hold up my shield, lock my head, and throw him back into the forest.
you see him and you're like, what is he doing? What? And you instinctively try to get out of the way, and then he apparently his one last leap off the wall, apparently the rock just slid out from under his foot, and he comes down. You know what? It's only 5 feet away from the guy who's prone. Let's just see if he lands on him. Yep. And I'm going to actually, because he's super fast, I am going to give him a dexterity save. He makes the save. So he doesn't land badly. He actually just lands on top of the guy and puts his foot on the guy's back, which I will give him the... 19, that'll hit. And so yes. Okay. So basically he just comes down, he slides off the wall, not where he wanted to. He wanted to put that foot right across your face, slides down and slams that heel directly into the other guy's back, who's lying prone. And now he is standing on top of him, crushing that guy's heel. And the guy's like, we had a deal. And it's back to the top. Argrax.
All right, so let's see. We got people in front of me there, it looks like.
Yes, there's the guy who just landed and the guy underneath him, plus the monk who just kind of got pushed back with a ball of flame.
Let's see. What does this do?
Which is still burning just a little bit on the floor. Just a little bit.
How many people are within 10 feet from me?
Of you, 10 feet. So each one of these squares is 5. So you've got... if it's 10 feet from where you're standing, that's 10 here. So this guy, and they're diagonally 10 feet. So if it's a cube, yes.
If I was to move forward, would I be able to get outside of 10 feet away from allies and have 10 feet for enemies?
Is it a radius on you?
Yeah, it would be, on self.
Okay. Well, if you hopped around this fire, came here, that'd be 10. You're just out of... Wait. Not everybody. You're going to hit somebody if you do that. But, I mean, you could hit all 3 of those guys if you didn't mind.
I don't know, how much I want to, hurt good people.
Meh. It's a battle royale. That's what it's for.
It's fire. I'm good.
All right. Sally, for what I'm going to do here, I'm not going to need that advantage myself, but you can use that for the save of the person who's going to be affected by what I'm doing. So I'm making said move.
Okay.
And I am then going to cast Arms of Hadar.
All right.
Let's see. It's ranges on self, area 10 foot. It's a strength 14 save. You invoke the power of Hadar. The dark hunger tendrils of dark energy erupt from you and batter all creatures within 10 feet of you. Each creature in that area must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 2d6 necrotic and can't take reactions until its next turn. Successful save, tab half damage, no other effect.
You know what? I realized that instead of moving here, if you move here, you'll only be hitting one of your friends. Everybody else would be completely out of range. Otherwise, you'll actually hit several of your friends.
How much damage is this? Necrotic?
2d6.
All right.
All right, so
So if
who
you're
all
gonna,
gonna take the save?
all right, if you're gonna move there, you will be, you'll just be hitting your new buddy, who apparently has disadvantage. But so Sally threw in the advantage. Skylark throws in a disadvantage, canceling out the advantage. So that's still the single roll. But then Kitty Chaos throws in the save for the party member that gets hit. So is that your auto
save.
success?
Nat 21 save.
There you go.
Oh, he didn't need it.
All right. So I will roll for the everybody else. For the everybody else. All right. So Speedy Guy, natural 21.
Nice.
So he actually, guy who is prone, who already has disadvantage as it is. I just want to let you know that I rolled a 21 and then a 5. So he gets the 5 because he had disadvantage for being prone. All right, the monk. Man, the monk. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but apparently saving throws, I'm your man.
Ish.
Except for the one guy who's prone. Right. So, what's the damage?
That is almost max damage of an 11 necrotic.
Oh, geez. All right. So, all right, and he's down. He's down. Oh my gosh! All right.
And prone guy has no reaction until his next turn.
Oh yeah, he's You're telling me. All right, and that monk is really hurting.
Not for long.
All right, so Blam and Aguilar.
I want to move up to Monkey Guy.
What's that?
I want to move up to Monkey Guy.
To that guy?
No, the monk.
Oh, the monk guy. Yes. Okay.
You said monkey.
I was
Yeah,
like,
you guys
there's the-
did say monkey.
I did.
I was like, when was there a monkey in the fight?
I'm gonna hit him with a shocking grasp again.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Ooh, yes.
Really? I mean, I did just roll a bunch of nat 21s too, but all right.
Listen, you're the one that sent out these dice, so I don't want to hear it. The problem with this is because I did absorb elements at second level,
Mm-hmm.
I get to add an extra 2d6 fire damage to the 1d8 damage that I'm doing in lightning.
Jeez. All right.
So for the lightning damage, he's taking 7 times 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fire damage, he's taking 11 times 2, 22 fire damage.
Yeah. And he's like, Gah! And all right. So
I think the suit works.
you're just like, boom, you reach out and he's like, Blah! And he puts his hand back and you see all of the energy from your blast, from your attack.
Well, if he's doing a reaction, he can't take a reaction when I hit him with shocking grasp.
Well, it's not really a reaction. This is actually it's just the arm movement is flavor. All of the damage goes up. You see fire and electricity shoot up out of him and over to the drunk guy, who then like wiggles and shakes. Eliza, give me another perception check.
You're trying to kill me, aren't you?
Well, if you had made the perception check earlier, maybe you would have noticed that something was up. But let's see what you got.
I got my groove back. I got my groove back. I got a 17.
All right. It is now that you realize that this whatever person thing is not really a person. It definitely is more of a thing. And then it explodes. Let's see. Well, yeah, 10-foot radius. Okay, so now you're going to need to make a dexterity save.
With advantage.
With advantage. All right.
So I roll a d20.
Mm-hmm. And roll it twice. Take your best one.
I got 3.
All right, roll again.
I'm so fucked. I got a 17.
All right, it was 17. All right, so you're like, wait a minute. With that perception check, you're like, I don't think that's a real person. And then it explodes, and you're like, what? Which means that you do take, what is that? 22, 36. Half of 36. 18. So 18 damage. However, this guy takes 36 damage, and he's out. Yeah. And how are you doing? How you doing?
Not so hot.
Actually, I think she's doing quite hot right now, having, fire blown up in her face.
Oh, and Magnus throws down minus 10 damage. So, thankfully, only 8
So that's
damage.
just 6. Oh, yeah, 8. Yep.
All right.
Magnus to the rescue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right. Yes. Great. So that saved him. There we go. And it is, Eliza, your turn. The thing that you were punching is no more. It's gone. Whatever it was, poof. Also, the guy next to you went down in a hail of fire and electricity damage, and he's crumpled in the corner. There's nobody standing in front of you. You're just like, what the heck just happened? You turn around, and of course, the fight is still going on behind you.
We hear her turn around and yell to us, I just took out 2 of them.
So who's in front of me currently?
Well, there's this monk guy.
I'm going after the monk.
This guy standing on top of this other guy.
I'm going after the monk because I'm just pissed off. I want to kill somebody now because I got made a fool. And I was like, not happening no more.
Success on your attack.
David throws down auto success on Eliza's stab. I'm pretty sure you're just going to stab this guy, or you're going to...
Oh, I'm stabbing him right in the heart.
All right. Let's see if he can take it. He has taken quite a bit of damage.
So I'm rolling... Am I rolling for damage?
Yeah, it's auto success.
Okay.
Boom.
I got a 9.
Yeah, well, he only had that one blast save, and he is also a little stunned, can't take a reaction. So you just like poke. He's like, ugh. And
Shot to the heart, and you're too late. You just got shanked by Eliza.
Who then actually falls in the thorns. It was right on the edge of that. Yeah.
I'll take that home now.
I'm almost like,
right.
you don't want to say anything about me now? I got street cred, man.
All right, so there's that, and all right, Trollan.
So the thorns are gonna just turn to dust and dissipate because I can't run 2 concentration spells.
Right on.
But I do create a bonfire where those 2 are standing on top of each other.
The fire on them.
5-foot cube, but yeah, bonfire. It's a 13 dex.
Oh my.
Yeah, if all those guys had stayed in the thorns before, I would have cast Firebolt at the thorns and lit the whole thing on fire earlier.
All right, so you said 13 decks.
13 decks.
All right. So the guy who just landed on top of the other guy leaps up and hangs onto the side of the wall. He does take some damage though. And the guy who is prone absolutely fails. Let me see if he's got a 1, but nope, a 6. As he rolls around on the ground on fire.
Oh, well, it's only 5 damage.
All right, that's fine.
Plus another 5 damage.
Oh, plus another 5. Fantastic.
Dang.
Thank you, Sally.
All right, so 10 damage. Man, let me just add this up real quick here. 12, 24, 25, 6, 7, 29, 39. Okay. That not dead yet.
Not dead yet. I'll try and make him dead. I'll shoot him with the archer.
All right, go for it.
Not natural 20.
Steven also has a +5 that's missing from that stack.
Oh, sorry. Yep. All right. Well, throw that in. All right.
And Johnny O Twitch is throwing in a +5.
Can I throw some of that on the damage?
Way to hit a guy while he's down. Yeah, that's gonna do it there for that guy. We'll just
Kick him
scratch
when you're
that
up,
off.
kick him when you're down. Kick him when you're up, kick him when you're down.
Oh man, that's too funny. Yeah.
That'll be all I can do now.
All right. So the other two guys are.
They're both up on walls.
Yeah, they're both hanging up on the side of the wall, and they're like, they kind of give each other the look. And I'm just checking their morale. Yeah, they kind of they give each other the look, and they're like, "We're out. Forget this." And they climb up out of the thing, and Gorgor and the audience is like going crazy. Gorgor's like, and they forfeit the match by getting out of the ring. They're done.
Bambi just gave you an advantage, Paul, if you want to re-roll that morale.
So I rolled a 1 on the first guy, the first guy's morale. I rolled 9 for the other guy with advantage 6. So we're keeping the 9. They are so out of here. They crawl up out of the pit. Gorgor, she's kind of pointing at you guys, making sure that you're all on the team, or unless you want to fight each other, kind of gives you that signal. Like, is this it? Are we the, all right.
I'll turn off the fire.
All right.
So I click a button on my hand. It's like on my finger, and 2 little needles inject into my neck, casting Cure Wounds on myself.
Oh, nice. Yeah, go on. All right.
My last 2nd level spell of the day.
All right. They're like, yep, we're done. We're not doing this for 100 gold. Forget it.
Eliza, if you would like a little healing, I can help you out.
Yes, please.
Cool.
And to the adoration of the people watching, the 4 of you, get to split 100 gold coins. Woo!
Where's my extra gold for my combat?
Oh yes, and I mean, yeah. So they drag the Gorgor, who is the keeper of the gold, throws down Aguilar's pouch of winnings, and yep, there you go, and so there you are.
It works.
Oh, that monk thought he had it go. He was like, "Let's transfer all that." Anyway.
Yeah, but Kitty, since he's an aquatic creature, it'd be holy carp.
Get out.
All right. To the adoration of the fans, you a few bruises and a few scrapes and scratches, but none the worse for wear.
Except for the fighter.
You head out of the fight pit. People buy you drinks. they of course just they just they're buying you drinks, buy you dinner, and it's good to be a winner. So there you are in the Frog Prince Tavern, the focus of much attention. And what would you like to do?
I'm definitely going to need a break.
I reset all the triggers in my suit.
Oh, Sally, I didn't catch the haiku. What shoot, you're gonna have to I'll have to go back for it, or you'll have to write it again. Wait, I'm just looking back there. All right. Gorgor comes by after the night is over with the fightings, and everybody goes back into the bar area and the casino. Gorgor says, "Well done, well done. That's some mighty fine fighting there. The guy, the stack, and then bursting into flames. That was pretty good."
I think you've never had many good fights before.
That was good stuff. And that guy exploding, that was a great trick. I don't know who planned that, but wow, that was awesome.
I mean, the fact I was fighting someone that wasn't even real makes me really ashamed as a fighter.
Oh, these wizards, they do all sorts of tricks. I just a good pounding someone should take. But what are you gonna do? At least you survived.
Yeah, but my ego's a little bit bruised, so there's that. Do you have anywhere where I can throw my hatchets? Because I just need to get some pent-up aggression out.
So we should have that. I don't really have a hatchet throwing range, but she's like, yeah. So probably next time you show up, we'll have some hatchet throwing.
I'll hold you to it.
Fantastic.
Until then, I drink my bruised ego.
Well, the night goes on. Is there anything else that y'all want to?
No, I think at this point we're just gonna, enjoy the rest of the evening at the bar, and then get ourselves a nice long rest overnight to go back and check in with the Pathomancers in the morning, so we can continue our adventure to the island.
Beautiful. All right, so here's Sally's haiku. The law of physics. In this sphere, it does not work. This time favors saints.
Dong.
Gong. Shoot, gong. It's in my room. All right. Well, you sleep the rest of the night. You get up the next day. Pathomancers do have a nice map for you. Now, I'm just gonna throw up the map that I have. Let's see. Here we go. Here's our little map. Here's our map. Wait, that's background. No, wait. Rumph. Hold please. This is a very complete map. I'll just say that the Pathomancers, while they have a good map, do not have a map as complete as this. So while your map looks pretty similar, all of the big cities are on there, and I'll have to do a little jobby on this one just to kind of erase some of those towns. So it is pretty similar to that, but it is a lovely map indeed. And there's important things to Pathomancers, all these cool things can be found here. And of course, that's probably well out of date. So who knows? But there is some good information on that map. And they are more than
good to have, because maybe we can find some cool stuff. Maybe there's some long lost Atlantean stuff hanging about.
Yes. And there, you know what? I'll fill you in on that probably next time. But there's definitely Atlantean ? Ruins ? Yeah.
We'll get us a private map redrafted for us.
Yeah, by our next game, which is next week, everybody. So that's right. We're gonna do this again next week. and to catch up on our Patreon Saints because, well, frankly, we are one game behind our monthly game. So that was supposed to be this is our March game. We are time traveling into the future. And then next week will be our April game. So you take that map, you head on down to the dock. The boat is ready to sail, and you sail across the waters. It is a short trip. That's right. It's a short trip. There's a few other islands between Magecroft and the island of Cecil, but it's fairly close. By evening, you can see the wreckage of the colony, the first colony that was there, and it has been wrecked but cleaned up by the time you get there. They have rebuilt. The wizards have rebuilt all the bits of town that were done before, and it's actually without the other players and the Patreon Saints wrecking everything, the wizards have managed to build the defenses back up. A wall of stone around a small perimeter with a few houses and even and plenty of tents. And there's already a stone wall that is a dock that has come out, and a couple of other new boats that have landed here, and small barracks. They pretty fast. So this town is just literally sprung up, and there's you can, as you land and start out on the boat, First Mate Brownson says, "My friends, stick around. We, of course, there's a tavern tent and a place to sleep, and we are going out on several missions to forage, to find monsters, defeat them, and discover new territories that might be quite lucrative. There's even some ruins that we've discovered recently, and we are hoping to find even more." Wow.
Before we land and get into port, I'm going to take the time as we're approaching the coast to cast one of my rituals of Find Familiar and give myself a little familiar for
all right.
For the time being. And
there's a roll on that, right?
Let's see. It is it's a ritual, so I don't.
We'll wreck it again.
Yeah. Cast time 1 hour plus 10 minutes. Components V-S-M. Duration instantaneous. It don't say anything about the roll. Not for my rituals.
No, I mean for what type of familiar you get, or do you?
I can choose.
Okay.
It takes an animal form that you choose. I think I'm gonna go with owl.
All right.
So I'll get the page pulled up for an owl.
Sure thing. All right. Easy enough. And yeah, you do notice that this land, the plants, some are green, but most of them, the leaves are reddish, and the vines, the actual stalks of most of the plants are black. Kind of a weird weirdness to it. And as you enter the tent tavern, grab some drinks, and I think this is a fine place to end here as we decide the next course for our players as they find themselves in the middle of a freshly built colony. There's a pile of wreckage off to the side that you're like, let's not talk about that.
It's like, we're just going to put that in the corner over there.
Ignore that. We just,
We're just going to put Ivy in the corner for right now.
The flag of Magecroft flies high over the colony as wizards are busy building, quickly whipping out buildings and things like that. And you can tell that there's quite a bit of trade there's already a weaponsmith hammering away, making new things, and everything a colony needs to send out foragers and discovered all sorts of cool things. So we'll leave it off there tonight, and we will be back with our Grand Patreon Saints game next week, right here at the same time. So get ready for even more adventure that is on the same world in the same place as our regular Nat 21 game, where it's in the same universe, and so mysteries may be revealed. And someone actually has a better map than the other players. And I do hope that you found the special town there in Sicily on that map of the Isle of Cecil. I left, like I said, our Patreon Saints have a copy of that map that they can download and make it's a PDF. I've taken off all the last letters on almost every single town there, except for just a few. I describe it in our Patreon. And one of them, did you find it? Did any of you find the town on the map? No? Okay.
I haven't looked at it.
I haven't looked either.
Well, the town that you're looking for, if anybody, it's pretty special because it is the place. It is named the same name of the guy from Princess Bride, the Sicilian, and so the town of Vicini is actually on that map. And I was like, "Oh, I'm leaving that one. I'm not touching that one at all." It's honestly a town that I have to just find out if that town still exists, because that map is actually from the 1700s, and that town may have changed. I'm gonna pop that map back up here because it is interesting enough that I am. So if you look at it, like Girgenti, that's in the middle. It's a big city. It's in the middle on the southern coast there, but that is currently called Agrigento. So some of these towns, their names change, and it was originally by the Greeks called Akragas, and then it was called Argentinum by the Romans. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. These things change names all the time.
So I did a quick Goog because I like to Goog things. The scene still actually exists.
Sweet. All right. Well, next time we do a Sicily tour, I'm going there. So, because
you're just gonna have your little nerd heart explode, aren't you?
I know, right? And they must get. I mean, there must be some like interesting like group, because it must happen all the time. But it's like, we're going to return to the beginning. So, Catania is Vicini is outside of it's outside of Catania.
Yeah, it's of Catania.
That's a little thing.
In Sicily.
So yes, I wonder if Catan is supposed to be like. Anyway, all right. Well, my friends, I do hope that all of our players had a good time, and I do hope that all of our viewers had a great time as well. Thanks for saving them a few times there. That's pretty good. Yes, no sightings of the whale squid shark since the original combat. Once again, this has been our Nat 21 adventures. When a natural 20 just won't do, you need a Nat 21. Thanks everybody for playing, and we'll see you next week. Yay!